What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my garage. Back behind me is my 72 Chevy K10. And if you don't know, I originally had a 90s bed on this truck when I bought it. So I'm in the process of putting on the original bed. So because I had that other bed on it, I was missing that side marker right there and all the tail lights and reverse lights. So I had to get new ones, and I went with LEDs because I love upgrading to LEDs on old stuff. It's so much brighter, it lasts longer, and it's more safe if that's your thing, I guess. Why not? Having to buy new reverse lights, new brake lights, and new rear marker tail lights, all LEDs. I can't, leave these not LED as well as the front, and then I had headlight ones a long time ago, and then I have LEDs on my gauge cluster. So every important light on my truck now is an LED, which is awesome. I love it. There's, again, so much brighter and just better. I love them. The back is pretty simple. I had to do all new wiring because I didn't have a taillight harness because, again, 90s bed, different bed. So I had to rewire it all from scratch, and it's pretty simple. I'll show you how to do that. But from my understanding and research, most people struggle with the front wiring side markers. So I'll show you how to do that real quick, and it's actually pretty simple. And I don't have a wiring diagram in front of me, so I don't quite understand how or why it works, but everything works just fine. Parking, it's on with parking. It flashes with the blinker. It flashes with the emergency lights, and the back ones come on with the brakes, whereas the front ones do not. So I'll show you how to do it real quick. So when you get your side markers, both back and front, these come with 3 wires. They have a white wire, a black wire, and a red wire. The white wire is your ground. That's the important one. It's weird, typically it's black, but the white one is your ground. The black one is for the dimmer parking lights. The red is for your turn signals and the flashing portion. So all you have to do is, here's the original wiring, little bulb, is you wire the black wire on the LED into this brown wire. And then you wire the red wire on the LED into the black wire. And then your white wire is just grounded somewhere on your truck, on your frame, on a bolt or something. And that's how you get it to work. It's that simple. So again, all I have is black wires around my garage, so it's tough to show you what I visually right here, but I have it taken out to demonstrate it, so I'll go ahead and turn on my my parking lights. So this is parking, and then here's the left turn, left blinker. And then here's the emergency lights. So, again, this is probably different wiring back here. I'm pretty sure it is, but for the most part, it's general idea is the same. But I'll show you how to figure it out. Just, you don't even need to know what wire. Just I'll show you how to figure out which wire is what with a multimeter or a test light. So I already have it kind of written down on my tape right here, my cheater tape. But I pulled the brown wire, which is my parking lights. So with no power at all, we have 0 volts. We go pull the parking light switch. I should get, I think it's 12. Yeah, I got 12 volts. So parking light, 12 volts. We're gonna check the other pins. These are all getting like 6 volts. 67 volts. Now if you're alone, you're going to have to kind of rig it up a little bit, but I got the brake pedal pushed down. So with the brakes pushed, I should get 12 volts from 2 wires. And for me, it's going to be my yellow and my white wire, which are my bottom ones, I believe. So I'm getting 12 volts there. I'm getting 12 volts there. So those are your 2 brake lights. Those are the 2 ones you want to wire up to be brighter. Now to figure out which wire is your turn signal wires, to determine which one is your left and right. Because when you touch those two bottom pins, they both get 12 volts, but you don't know which one is going to be for the left, which one's going to be for the right, because one wire on these older trucks does two things, which is the brake lights and the turn signals. So with my left blinker on, we can touch, which I know my yellow is my left. My yellow is my left one, which I have on. This should go from like 0 back to 12 because it's blinking right now. It should be going. It'll be flashing. Whereas I touch this other wire, nothing. It's just, well, it's at 12 volts because it's going to be lit up from the brake, of course, but it's not going to be flashing. It'll just be lit up from the brake. And then you do the same thing with the right turn signal, and it would be, you'd find the other wire that is going from 0 to 12, and that would be your right side. And then reverse is really easy. Again, I know this is actually the right wire on the schematic. It's the light green. So if I go ahead and touch ground, and I touch my light green wire, I have it in reverse, I'll get 12 volts. I shouldn't get, well, I have my brakes pushed right now, so I'll get 12 volts here. But let me just go ahead and unplug, or take my piece of wood off the brakes. Okay, so we're in reverse. 12 volts here. Touch everything else. Should be 0 or 6 or something. Basically not 12. I guess these all get a little bit of voltage. So a quick overview. Both taillights, lower dim setting, and your license plate light will tie into your parking light, which for me is brown. The higher light setting on your LEDs or your bulbs will each go to their own individual wire on here. Yellow is left, white is right. Both reverse lights will splice together and tie into this light green wire. And yeah, the back wiring is pretty simple. If you can look at a wiring diagram and see the back's pretty simple. I think and then to wire in your LED side markers is exact same thing as wiring in your taillights. All you do is ground the white wire. That's the only difference. So you splice them with your taillights the same way. The black on the LED side marker will go to the parking lights. The red will go to each of the taillights, turn signal settings. And if you're wondering how the taillights are grounded, they are grounded through their frame. The little bezel inside is grounded through the actual truck box or truck bed, which is grounded to the frame via bolts or a grounding strap. So we'll do a quick walk around of the truck outside. I probably won't talk because it's a little late. But yeah, everything looks good. I love it. I love the LEDs, and I can't wait to drive it at night and see how the new headlights help. So hopefully this helps somebody. The back's pretty easy. It's the front that everyone struggles with, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.